Hello, my name is Paul, and I am the voiceover for a ministry provided to you by Kym Coan at God is Government called Your Daily Bread, taken from Christ's teaching of the Lord's Prayer in Matthew chapter 6, verse 11. This is a daily devotion ministry focused not only on uplifting scripture, but scripture that will grow your spiritual connection with Christ. We hope that you receive these devotions to uplift you, encourage you, but most importantly, advance your knowledge base of the Holy Scriptures. Today's focused discussion will be on destruction of alcohol. So you can see that drinking wine was an issue with God. It was particularly an issue if you were in leadership. You remember how, in the 31st chapter of Proverbs, verse 4, we read this: "It's not for kings, O Lemuel, it's not for kings to drink wine, or for rulers to desire strong drink, for they will drink and forget what is decreed, and pervert the rights of all the afflicted." People who have the well-being of a nation in their hands should not drink wine or strong drink. If somebody needs strong drink, give it to the one who is in such agony because he's in the throes of death, and wine to him whose life is bitter. Rulers shouldn't drink. When the angel announces to Zacharias the birth of John the Baptist, he said that he will never drink wine nor strong drink all his life. 1 Timothy 3:3, where it says about elders that they are not to be paroinos, oinos, wine, para, alongside. If you're an elder, you can't be alongside wine. You can't settle down at the table to drink for the same reason that a king can't drink, because he can't function with a distorted awareness. Titus 1:7 says exactly the same thing. Elders cannot be those who are alongside wine. And Titus 2:3 even says of older ladies, they're not to be those who are much enslaved to wine. Very dramatic collection of words. The point is, those who are leaders, those who are spiritually responsible, mature women in the church are not to be alongside wine. They're not to settle in as drinkers. Those who are leaders, those who are arbiters, those who are mediators, those who are truth teachers, those who have to display wisdom, can't have any lack of mental clarity. So the best choice? You ask the best choice? Well, the wine they drank isn't the same, but even then, the best choice was none. The wine today is highly alcoholic, comparatively speaking. It's not the best choice at all. So is it the same? No. Is it necessary? No. Is it the best? No. A fourth question: is it habit forming? I think you know the answer to that, but let me show you a scripture. First Corinthians 6:12. Paul is talking about the things that we maybe aren't commanded not to do. He says, all things are lawful for me. All things that are lawful if there's not a biblical prescription forbidding it. And there are a lot of things like that in life, a lot of things that the Bible doesn't say are sins. All things are lawful for me, but not all things are profitable. The older translation was expedient. I love the word expedient. It's an English word that has at its core ped, which means feet, and ex. That word literally comes from a Latin root that means to have free feet, to not be bound up. So what he's saying is, there are plenty of things that aren't forbidden, but they're not going to keep me free. They have the potential to bind me. And to what extent? Well, the rest of the verse, all things are lawful for me, but I will not be mastered by any. I will not be dominated by any. Why would I be dominated by something like wine? Can it dominate you? I think you know that. I think you know the horrors of alcoholism. 38 million to 40 million in America known alcoholics, more all the time. It has the power to take your life and totally destroy it. Talk about homeless people. The vast majority of those people are the products of alcohol and the addition of drugs. Anything that can take control of you, anything that can make habits that make you dependent, you want to avoid because you're going to get your feet tangled. And there can be a lot of things beyond alcohol, but certainly alcohol is the point, because it was dramatically connected to the false worship that's the backdrop to these passages. So is the alcohol today the same? No. Is it necessary? No. Is it the best? No. Is it habit-forming? Yes. Is it potentially destructive? That's question number 5. Is it potentially destructive? Let's go back to Ephesians 5:18. Don't get drunk with wine, for that is dissipation. Let me make a few more comments about the word asotia. I checked a number of lexicons and it's it's almost a terminal word. You might put it in the category of the word addict. When we say someone is addicted, we mean they're unable to break the hold or the power. And that's what asotia is. There are lexicons that give synonyms: incurable, irremediably ill, hopelessly sick, undisciplined. The literal meaning of asotia is one who by his manner of life debauches himself, destroys himself. This kind of inebriation leads to all kinds of transgressions, iniquities, and sins, and we understand that, as well as the destruction of the human body. A good illustration of the usage of asotia is found in Luke 15. And Luke 15 is a story of the prodigal son. And I just want to show you where that word appears in Luke 15. It's in verse 13. When the young son who wanted his inheritance got his inheritance, verse 13 of Luke 15 says he gathered everything together, went on a journey into a distant county, and there he squandered his estate with loose living. Loose living is asotia, with debauchery associated with drunkenness. But it wasn't just debauchery associated with drunkenness, because later in the 15th chapter, his brother says he wasted his money with prostitutes. Prostitutes. It's a synonym not only for Dionysus. Asotia is not only the name of Dionysus, who is the god for whom the prostitutes bow down literally, but it is also the name of that very deity, and it defines that level of debauchery. So what happened to the prodigal? He left the land of Israel in the story that Jesus made, and he went into a Gentile world, and he stepped right into the middle of paganism and debauchery with drunkenness and prostitutes. So the question is a simple question. Is it potentially destructive? I think we all know the answer to that. You want to risk that? God warns us. We saw that in Proverbs, saw it several places. Proverbs 20, Proverbs 23, particularly in chapter 23. Isaiah condemns Judah for drunkenness. Joel condemns Judah for drunkenness. Hosea condemns Israel for drunkenness. Amos condemns Israel for drunkenness. Habakkuk condemns Babylon for drunkenness. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of destruction of alcohol. Until next time, remember to keep the faith, stay strong, and continue to shine your light in the world. To hear these daily devotions of your daily bread, please log on to goddessgovernment.com. Goodbye, and may your faith always lead the way.